Next game, we're going to go Packers at Lions. To me, the Packers showed promise like in the second half against the Bills. They seem to be getting it together, but I'm really upset that they didn't go get a receiver for the trade deadline. Like, Romeo Doubs cannot be your wide receiver one, especially playing with Aaron Rodgers. And the Lions, I've been calling it all season, slow it down. They have no defense at all. They choked a little game, a lead against the Dolphins. And so here we go. I'm seeing the spread at 3.5. Lions are underdogs, obviously. And the over-under is at 50. What do you think here? I don't think Swift is going to play. Or if he is, he's going to be limited, according to Campbell.
Okay, so Green Bay, Detroit. The home team's 5-0 in their last 5 meetings against the spread, which is something.
Wow. I see. Yeah, that makes sense.
Packers are 5-0 against the spread in their last 5 meetings in Detroit. Sorry, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that
I read two different stats. Okay. No, Packers are just one. I think just outright. Packers are 5-0 in their last 5 meetings in Detroit. Sorry, I mixed two stats. All right. So this would mean the Packers. I guess to bet the Lions to win here would mean the Packers lose 4 in a row, right?
Yeah.
Tough spot. And I think a lot of people are going to be taking the Lions at 3.5 here at home. I like the Packers to cover here. 3 on the road.
Any thoughts on the total? 50.
Under.
I like the under.
Under. So high.
So high.
That's so high.
So high. I agree in both circumstances with you. I like the Packers -3. Like I was just saying, I see promise in them. And to me, the Lions are just tanking at this point. They're just not good. And the under is what I really like even more because the Packers, to me, are a run-first team. They have to run the ball with Aaron Jones. They have to run the ball with A.J. Dillon. And they were almost losing the game when they were playing the Bills. The Bills were, like, allowing them to run the clock out.
Yeah.
To me, I thought in the second half the Packers were going to have to go pass heavy. And then they just started just inking the clock because that's all they can do. They can't throw the football. Yeah. So to me, the Packers are going to have to run the football and they have to control the pace. And so I think they run the clock out, and this total is just way too high.
Yeah. So
at 50, I think it should probably be at 48.
Yeah. So my take
and a divisional game.
I've got a fun take on the Packers here and Aaron Rodgers. So I've been saying this for years. This is like year 4 now. Everybody gets so mad at me about it. I think the reason they're not going to get receivers, and we've seen this 3 years now, they haven't drafted a receiver really.
Yeah.
I mean, they got Dobbs in the 4th round last year finally, but they haven't gone and drafted a top receiver since we can remember. I think Aaron Rodgers doesn't want them to. I think because he's such an egomaniac and he's so nuts that he wants to be the guy, and he wants this narrative that we're putting on him that he's got no receivers, they all suck, and then he still goes and wins games, right? Think about like Devontae, right? He was the argument he made Devontae made him.
Yeah.
They're clearly not good without each other, right?
Right.
So
in both circumstances.
They're both So I think he liked the idea of the fact that he created Devontae. That's why they let him leave. Is because they wanted to say
that whole ordeal was shocking to me because right when Aaron Rodgers came out and said he's going to play for the Packers, which I honestly thought he was going to retire because he was on the Pat McAfee show and like just the way he was talking, I did not see him coming back to the Packers. And then when he did that, then Adams left. It just made no sense. Absolutely no sense.
I think he wanted Adams to go. Because you're telling me he doesn't have a hand in the picks in the draft room and
That's
anything.
What I'm saying. He's like,
does.
Here I am. I'm going to go sign for 4 years. And then all of a sudden, his number one wide receiver, one of the best receivers in the league, just leaves the team. It was shocking.
My neighbor in South Carolina is on the board of the Packers. She's got 2 rings.
Yeah.
Super Bowl rings. And she said this to me herself. She said something along the lines of, he will intentionally, like if it's a goal-to-go situation or they're down in the 4th quarter, or I guess even up, he'll intentionally like slightly throw the game so that he has a chance to be superhero on the next drive. And he just always wants to do it his way. So that's why I bubbled up this take and thought, okay, he purposefully doesn't want them to go get top-tier receivers and make any kind of moves because
it makes no sense.
He wants this narrative that he's making these guys look like Hall of Famers, like all-stars, and he's got no talent around him, so he's doing it all on his own.
I don't remember what their first pick was in the draft or if they even had one. I don't know if they did. But like, imagine how much better he would be, or how much better the Packers would be if they got any of those top guys.
Yeah.
Like, to me, what's his name? Who's the Packers receiver? Christian Watson, right? Is that his name?
Maybe. Sammy Watkins?
No.
That's
Well,
one.
that guy, he's completely
That's one of
toast. I think it's Christian Watson. It's the guy that they got from the draft.
Clemson?
No. That would be Sammy Watkins.
No, I think they also got a guy from Clemson.
Okay.
I think Christian Watkins.
Romeo
I think
Dobbs.
Christian Watkins went to Clemson too.
Let me see. I'm looking
Check
it up
it
right
out.
now. Christian Watson, yes. He is from the North Dakota State University.
Wow, was way off. Okay.
Anyways,
Who am I thinking
that
of?
guy has been a complete bust. He's been injured a couple times. He had like a weird opinion, or a lot of people had opinions on him because, he's coming from a small college, didn't really know what to expect. Now he has to play at Lambeau Field, like big stage. And then Sammy Watkins is, I can't even say a shell of himself because he never was good.
Yeah.
But God, that guy cannot get any separation. But imagine if they were to go out and get any of those other receivers, Olave.
Amari Rogers is the other guy that went to Clemson.
But
That's what I was
it's
thinking
like,
of. Okay.
and all those guys, it's just like no one's moving the needle to me. But like, imagine if they had George Pickens or somebody like that,
Yeah.
that could really help their team.
Or Christian Kirk.
Christian Kirk, literally, he'd be like a god on
Brandon
the Packers
Cooks,
right now.
DJ
Brandon
Moore.
Cooks, DJ Core. Literally, I was saying this, go get a wide receiver one. So, yeah, maybe you're right. It just doesn't make any sense. If they wanted to contend for the Super Bowl this year, they had to get a wide receiver. And they don't have
he's
one.
literally in there saying, "No, I don't need one. I don't want." Nothing else makes any sense.
Aaron
Nothing else
Jones is
makes
the
any
best
sense.
receiver on their team. We're seeing how important wide receiver ones are. Like
Yeah, it's
Justin
disgusting.
Jefferson.
Yeah.
Look how big of a
Diggs.
deal that Stephon Diggs is miraculous on that team.
Amari Cooper even.
AJ Brown has made Brown's made Jalen Hurts look way better as a quarterback.
and Diggs did it with Allen.
Diggs did it with Allen. Like, come on, dude, go get a wide receiver.
Yeah.
It's so important.
Dude, Amari Cooper's making Jacoby Brissett look like a Hall of Famer in that game
yeah,
yesterday.
literally
Like,
that last catch he had was miraculous.
insane.
But yes, I agree with you on both standpoints in this game. I like Packers -3. Okay, don't really like taking an away favorite, but I do love the under because I believe that the Packers are just going to run the football because that's all they can do.
The other part of this game is I think the Lions are about to close up shop for the season. Just about
Right. I don't even know if Swift is playing. I think that he could be benched. They traded Hawkinson today.
They traded Jamal Williams, didn't they? No, they were
no,
thinking about it.
they
They
were
were
thinking
thinking
about
about
Yeah.
the Eagles, which would.
I don't know if
nice.
Chark's going to play. I know he's injured. They could just not put him back
Dude,
to.
I saw a tweet that was like, "Wow, the Lions went and traded Hawkinson to move up 8 picks in the draft to go get another tight end." Like the 40-year rebuild's going pretty well.
Right. We'll see what they do, man.
Yeah.
But yeah. Love the under. I'm gonna bet that after this.
Yeah.
The Chargers at
Oh,
Falcons.
wait, actually, sorry. One more thing. And Jamison Williams isn't gonna play the rest of the season.
Oh,
So
you're right.
They're benching him. The
Wait,
rest of the season, too.
did they come out and say that?
They pretty much said if we're not in playoff contention, then he's just not
you're
going
right.
to play. So that's
You're
why I
right.
think they're packing up shop. And
He's another guy. Imagine if he was on the Packers right now. They're in contention.
Yeah.
He comes back and I feel like he would be beautiful on the Packers.
Oh, yeah.
He would look great because he was one of the best receivers coming out of the draft. Mm-hmm. God, that's just frustrating. I'd be mad if I were a Packers fan for sure.
you know my take.